just like I hit the lotto. Heads are gonna roll like sleepy hollow. Way out of control, oh these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, oh these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, oh these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, oh these heads are gonna roll. Way out of control, oh these heads are gonna roll.
Diss me and I don't see your response. Focus on the commas, not a gun. I deposit, I do not withdraw.
Oh these heads are gonna roll. Oh these heads are gonna roll. Look around the space I'm on Apollo. Got a bag on me just like I hit the lotto. Heads are gonna roll like sleepy hollow. Way out of control, oh these heads are gonna roll. Way out of
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Young Wei Koo all set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Come on. Hit! Unlock line! Unlock line! Let's go!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Stroud. We'll get that to Charbonnet. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stroud. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Bronco switch, Bronco.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down to the 41. You talk about this Falcon defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Hey, smash Bronco!
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have a Texans first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On first down, here's Stroud. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Over the middle, complete to Judy. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Stroud working out of the gun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You look at the defense for these Texans. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Falcons had a woeful 3-12 on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
A give left side to Robinson. And that will get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. And London, the motion man right. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And a short gain down to about the 33. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Sherman. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On 4th down, Sherman. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. 4th and 2. They got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. To throw on 2nd down. Sherman. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, Sherman. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Robinson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Robinson again, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Operating from the gun. Sherman. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Let's go now.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ready.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Robinson. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
To throw on 3rd down, Sherman. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Well, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Stroud now to throw. He's got his man, Gates. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Out of the gun to give to Charbonnet.
Room here to run. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Throwing now is Stroud. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Sherman. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Sherman throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The jumbo set out there, 3rd and inches. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Robinson on a give right side. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run again here with Robinson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And quickly they get to the line. The final shot before break. Sherman to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Robinson will score. Touchdown and one. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now a first carry for their fullback. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage with the big man setting the tone physically.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Sherman. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fielded just inside the 30. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Stroud out of the gun here.
And that's complete to Gates.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Ready, check.
Stroud looking to throw.
Gates with the ground. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 13 yards out.
And the Texans have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Sherman. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
3rd and 9 here.
Operating from the gun. Sherman. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second down and 6 now.
Check smash, check smash.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, Definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Stroud. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They'll run left with Pollard. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Tony Pollard, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Stroud to throw it. That's to the sideline and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And they'll run on third down with Charbonnet. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on second and long. Stroud. That is caught by Dell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Again on second down, it's Stroud. Got his man, Dell. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Texans on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Stroud. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line.
19.
Looking to throw. Stroud looking middle, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Zach Charbonnet from 3 yards out. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation.
Touchdown, Falcons! Deebo Samuel, 75 yards. And the Falcons are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Ready?
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Now the Falcons will bring the offense back out, and they'll go for 2. It's complete, and he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Play action. Stroud now.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
On second down, it's Stroud. Caught left side. Here's Dell.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Back to throw again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 6 yards away.
And the Texans have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for two.
19 Lions. Go.
Now Stroud.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, smash Broncos!
Stroud to throw it. Able to find Judy. And that won't help much. Only a yard on first down. Here comes second down. Stroud. This will be caught. Judy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here.